quickest and easiest way, using the least amount of rope to secure a rope to a pole. Hey team, you know what? I know a ton of knots, but there's only a couple that are my go-to that I need in clutch moments, and the arbor knot is one of those. Let's get to this. Hey team, welcome to the channel, man. It's stoked to see you. So the beauty of this knot, right, is that it's only 2 knots. It's 2 overhand knots. I mean, it's an overhand knot, for crying out loud. How could that be so awesome? But here we go. So it's at the very end of the rope. I'm gonna tie an overhand knot, right? Boom. From here, I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna make however big of a loop that I need to go around whatever kind of log or tree that I have that I'm working with. And then I'm gonna make an overhand knot around itself again. Just like that. Now I have an arbor knot. Now you've probably seen this knot used on fishing reels, right? If you're stringing up some new line, it's probably where it's most commonly used. But it can be used all over the place out here in the woods. As opposed to maybe tying a clove hitch or a bowline around something, I can tie an arbor knot. It's quick, fast, and easy, and it's going to secure on itself, right? So we don't call it the ratcheting knot for nothing. This guy can take, and then once I get down here, I can just start ratcheting it down. And boom, she's nice and tight. And the beauty of this knot is that it doesn't use a lot of rope to go around, and I don't have to finger mess with anything. I can get it down nice and tight. Whereas if I try to put a bowline around this, I'm gonna end up with quite a large loop. If I use a clove hitch, I'm gonna have to go around twice. If I use a lark's head, I'm gonna be using more rope. This is the quickest and easiest way, using the least amount of rope to secure a rope to a pole. Boom. Right, so we're gonna look at this a couple different times. And so here we just take and put a jam knot, overhand knot at the end of the rope. So it's gonna keep this secured at the end of the day. And I'm gonna make a loop as big as I need. And then I'm gonna bring this in over and around, right? Around. And I'm gonna make an overhand knot on itself. Now I have this loop that I can take and I can put whatever log I'm trying to work on, right? And I can just start to ratchet it down. See it ratcheting down? Almost done. And as soon as that jam knot gets bound up, I know that it's as tight as it's going to get. Now you can see how much rope that this uses, just barely enough to go around and have a couple overhand knots. Whereas opposed to, if I was going to tie a clove hitch, I'd have to go around twice and then come back around and come up through the middle. Now I'm using 3 times as much rope. That lark's head, but again, it's not secure, and I'm using a lot more rope to go around the whole thing. Or I could guess on how much I needed and tie a bowline, and that's cool, but now I have all this space in between here that I can't, it's loose, it's not secure, right? All right, everybody, there you go. How to tie the arbor knot and why it's one of the best knots to use when you're out here moving through some wilderness and you don't want to waste a lot of rope. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If this is a knot that you're going to throw into your kit bag, what way we can keep this conversation rolling. As always, until then, man, you stay out there and you stay stoked.